After 2 years of a relationship, she looked me in the eyes and said, "We should just be friends." What she didn't know was that I'd been paying her rent for 6 months. My girlfriend Sarah broke up with me last month. We'd been together 2 years, lived together for 8 months. "I need space to figure out who I am," she said, already packing her stuff. "But I want us to stay friends." I helped her move her boxes to her new apartment, smiled and wished her well, told her I understood. What Sarah didn't realize was that I'd been covering half her student loan payments since January. She'd been stressed about money, working part-time while finishing her master's degree. I quietly started sending $400 a month to her loan company. I never told her because I knew she'd feel guilty about accepting help. Sarah thought her payments had been automatically reduced due to some income-based program she'd applied for. When she moved out, I just kept making those payments. Why stop helping a friend, right? 2 weeks later, Sarah texted me asking to meet for coffee. She wanted to maintain our connection. She looked great. New haircut, new clothes, talking about how liberated she felt living alone. "I'm finally discovering who I am outside of a relationship," she said proudly. "That's wonderful," I replied. "How's the money situation? I know school was stressing you out." "Actually, it's been amazing. My loan payments got reduced somehow, so I have way more spending money now." She showed me photos from a weekend trip to Napa she'd taken with her girlfriends. "I never could have afforded this before," she laughed. I just nodded and smiled. A month later, Sarah was dating someone new, some guy named Marcus she met at a yoga class. She posted Instagram photos of fancy dinners, concerts, weekend getaways, all funded by the $400 a month I was still sending to her loan company. The irony was beautiful. I was literally funding her new single life and her dates with another guy. Sarah started calling me her best friend. We'd meet for coffee every few weeks and she'd tell me all about Marcus. "He's so different from you," she'd say. "More spontaneous, more fun." "That's great," I'd reply. "You deserve someone who makes you happy." Meanwhile, I kept making her loan payments, $400 every month like clockwork. Sarah quit her part-time job because she didn't need the money anymore. Started taking pottery classes, joined a rock climbing gym, bought a new car, all because she thought her loan payments had magically gotten cheaper. 6 months after our breakup, Sarah's loan company sent her the annual statement. She called me in a panic. "Something's wrong with my loans. The statement shows someone else has been making payments." "That's weird," I said. "Maybe identity theft?" "No, the payments are helping me. Someone's been paying $400 a month since January." She spent weeks trying to figure out who her mysterious benefactor was. Called the loan company, checked with her parents, even wondered if Marcus was secretly helping her. Last week, Sarah texted asking to meet urgently. She looked stressed when I arrived at our usual coffee shop. "I figured out who's been paying my loans," she said quietly. "Really? Who?" She slid a piece of paper across the table. It was a bank statement with my name on it. "The loan company accidentally sent this to my address. You've been paying my student loans for 10 months. I looked at the statement calmly. "Yeah, that's right. Why didn't you tell me? You said you wanted to be friends. Friends help each other out." Sarah stared at me in shock. "But I've been dating Marcus. I broke up with you. I took trips, bought things." "I know. I'm happy you got to enjoy your freedom. This whole time you've been funding my life while you figured out who you are. Isn't that what you wanted?" Sarah started crying. "I had no idea. I feel horrible." "Don't feel bad. You're living your authentic life, right? That's what matters. But I used you. I took advantage of you." I stood up to leave. "Actually, you didn't use me at all. You had no idea I was helping. You can't use someone who's helping in secret. So what happens now?" "Well, now you know the truth. Your next loan payment is due in 2 weeks." I walked away, leaving her with the check and the realization that her independent life was about to get a lot more expensive.